Now let's move on to your last pick of
Yeah.
the day, Chris. What are you going with?
So this is a company that, quite honestly, Bridget, it was new to me. It's called Central Garden and Pet, and the ticker symbol is CENTA, CENTA. Very simple company business model in terms of if you just look at the name. They have two business verticals. One is garden supplies, one is pet supplies. They interestingly, I noticed they don't really, from what I saw on their website, they don't really get into the pet food area a lot. It's more of the treats and the toys and other peripheral items that pet owners might have. But what I did notice is they've noticed that their pet business is very strong because of the willingness of consumers to pay a premium to keep their pets happy and healthy. And the garden business is doing well. And so it seems to me that you've got two business verticals that consumers are willing to spend money on. So I looked at the stock a little bit closer and I said, okay, what's the opportunity here? And the stock is up 7.5% in 2024, which, okay, that might not be that much, but it's not bad for a quote unquote retail stock.
Absolutely. And I
Yeah.
just adopted a new dog. We've had him about 3 weeks, and I'm
Right,
like, yes, pet owners are willing to spend all kinds of money to keep their
right,
pets happy, right?
right, exactly.
But there are a lot of pet companies out there.
Yes.
There's lots of these kinds of products. What sets this company apart?
I think one of the things that sets this company apart is just the fact that it's really focused on its balance sheet. It really seems to kind of know where its niche is and staying in its lane. It's got a strong e-commerce business, which is good for it. And I think that's really what you're looking at. You're looking for a company that's fundamentally sound, has a solid balance sheet, and just it has a niche in this market, and it's playing in that niche very well.
As far as growth
Yeah.
potential, why would this industry, this very consumer discretionary stock, have so much growth potential in the next 12 months?
Well, I think it's again, you're seeing interest rates go down, and eventually that's going to trickle into the consumer who has already shown, even with higher interest rates, they were willing to spend in these categories. So you'd have to imagine that that spending is just going to increase as the discretionary dollars become more available. And analysts seem to agree with that. On MarketBeat, the price target for the stock is $43, and that's an increase of about 40 to 45% above where it's at now. Again, a stock like this is kind of speculative, but if you're looking for something in a retail space, that's a hard upside to ignore.
Oh, yeah, I had definitely not heard of that company before, may have
Right.
been new to some of our listeners as well. So thank you for bringing that one out to our attention and kind of giving us a deep dive into three small cap stocks that have some great potential right now. You can find more about all of these stocks right on marketbeat.com. And we do a lot of coverage of other stocks just like this that maybe you haven't heard of that could have a really strong upside. Keep watching our content on MarketBeat Media and stay with us until next time. As always, happy investing.